Howdy, howdy, y'all. This is Derek Egler sitting here for What's on Tap. Happy Election Day to everybody. Today is the big day, Election Day, Super Tuesday, or whatever you may have it. I'm Derek Egler. What's on Tap? I'm just going to bring you some beers today, just one beer today. It is an older one. It is a 2006 vintage. But before I get into that, I just wanted to talk to all of you about this big election day. I'm not going to get real political. This isn't a political show. This is about beer and me drinking beer and letting you know about these great beers out there in the world. But I want to get into the election. I want to get into President Trump and Sloppy Joe Biden, or Sleepy Joe Biden, or whatever name you want to use. You obviously know my allegiance is with Donald Trump. I do feel that is the best option, the lesser of two evils. And I will just go out and say this now, that if you are voting for Joe Biden just based on the fact that you hate Trump, that is ridiculous and very ignorant. We all know who Trump is. He's brash, he's arrogant, he's an a-hole. The list can go on, but you know what? The man's done a great job for this country, and he has made America great again. I urge each and every one of you, if you see this before you cast your vote, to continue to make America great and to vote for Donald J. Trump. If you decide to vote for Joe Biden, you definitely should have a mental evaluation before your ballot is even counted. If you can agree with someone who agrees with abortion, agrees with sending our jobs overseas, and agrees with higher taxes for everyone, then you definitely need a mental evaluation, and you should be ordered by law to get one before your ballot is actually counted, if indeed you voted for Joe Biden. Now, if Joe Biden somehow does become president, I will go on record now and say this, that we are all in big trouble. The world may very well be the darkest it has ever been, and it will be the worst economic situation America's ever seen before the Pilgrims even came over here. It'll be despair, and it'll be absolutely horrible. If you want your children to grow up in a great America, and if you want to continue to live in a great America, vote for Donald J. Trump. He is the right choice. He's really the only choice. Now, I'm done with that. Sorry, I just had to do a little bit of that there. But today we do have something very special for everyone. This is a 2006 vintage. It is Yuengling. And this is before you could get Yuengling in other states other than Pennsylvania. This was the Pennsylvania version of Yuengling that was so happened to be imported, or I guess not imported, but taken from Pennsylvania into Michigan, where I received it, and now I have brought it to Ohio. It's been here for a while. It is 2006. You're not going to be able to see the date on the bottom of it, but it is. I mean, this is just an old can I grabbed out of the stash. So we're going to test it out, and I'm going to let you guys know how 2006 Yuengling, vintage Yuengling from Pennsylvania. Now this is before they could send it into Ohio, Michigan, other states. This is when you could just get it in Pennsylvania. I got it. This is my last one. I'm going to drink it. It's 14 years old. Let's try it, give it a shot. If you've ever had Newcastle Nut Brown Ale, this would remind you very much so of that. Malty, full-bodied. Damn, this is good. I should not have opened this. Definitely should have waited, but it is Super Tuesday or whatever you may call it. Man, that's good. Yuengling, good to the last drop. Damn, that's good. Wow. Man, that's good stuff. And you see it's a darker copper color. Looks like I do have some floaties in there from how old it is, but you know what? I mean, just probably some little yeast, little chub, nothing big. We'll survive. But man, look at that. That's some good looking stuff. That's a nice, beautiful copper color. That's definitely the pristine. This is the precise color you want to go with your lagers. I mean, that's a nice amber color there. This is the Yuengling traditional lager, like I said. This is the 06 14-year-old version here. I got this on when I went on a trip to Michigan, to our cottage there, or trailer, whatever you want to call it. It was a place on the lake, in a nice little place in Coldwater, Michigan, Cottonwood Resort. If you go there now, it's not like it used to be. It used to be great. Now it's aight. But that's where I got this in 06. This is from Yuengling. This is a Pennsylvania brewer. I'm not sure exactly where at. Pottsville, Pennsylvania is where this brewery is at. If you ever get a chance to go visit, definitely go visit. I'd love to, and definitely will sometime. But they call this a traditional lager. It's an original amber beer. I mean, I'm telling you, man, they hit the amber color right on the head there. That's a beautiful beer. Beautiful looking beer. Sweet nose. Sweet. I'm not really getting a big smell. Don't worry, I haven't lost my sense of smell or taste. I don't have the Rona. Yeah, it has a very malty backbone. I mean, this is a little bit of caramel. A sweet, malty caramel smell. A little bit. I mean, it's got that lager taste. This is like a deep lager though, man. I'm still getting the taste now. Very slight. Maybe a little sorghum. Maybe a little sorghum in there. Not as heavy as molasses by any means. But this is a good beer. Man, this one right here. I'm putting it on the top of the list right now. It's for sure top of the list. 2006 vintage Yuengling. I would take over all the other beers on the list over the old style, the Boston Lager, my home brew, the Sierra Nevada, the Narragansett. I'd take it over all of them for sure. This is a good beer. And it is by America's oldest brewery. Man, this really made me wonder and made me think. I don't drink Yuengling a lot by any means. Like I said, this one was one I had left over that I had saved just because I thought it was cool because, oh man, you can't get it in Ohio, you can only get it in Pennsylvania, and they, smuggled it into Michigan, and we drank a lot of it. Man, this stuff is good. I will definitely start drinking more Yuengling for sure, man. Yuengling boys out there, you can send me some goodies if you'd like. But I'm definitely, I mean, I'm just telling you as it is. I'm not gonna, whether I get merch or swag from different places, it's not gonna change my opinions. My opinions are straight up. I'm a straight shooter, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think about these beers. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna be straightforward. Bam, hit you with it. You ever get a chance to age Yuengling, do it. Like I said, this is a 2006 vintage, 14 years old. And dude, this stuff is awesome. Like, this is good beer right here. So yet again, Yuengling, good normally. You age this stuff, and this is 14 years old. It's just amazing. Smooth as smooth can be. Man, it just has that, not too much maltiness by any means. You smell a little bit of maltiness. You get that sorghum. Kind of almost like a coppery, I mean, not a bad coppery, but it has that kind of, that kind of taste a little bit, very well because it has aged for 14 years. I mean, it's 14-year-old beer. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh yeah, 14-year-old beer, it's the way to do it. You might have some off taste, and that's just one of the consequences at times. When you age a beer in a can, you might get an off taste. The off taste I am getting is a slight coppery taste. Nothing to worry about, nothing to concern yourselves with or be concerned about. Just one of those things, when you age beer in a can, you might get an off taste. Bottles, you're not going to get that. You will not get the off taste in the bottles. The cans, because of the metal, you might get some of that. The bottles with the glass, you won't get it. Now, your bottles can go skunk, this and that. You might get some off taste from that, but due to it being in a bottle, you will not get the off taste as you would. Being in a can, you can oftentimes get an off taste. A metallic-y taste, coppery taste in this sense. But this stuff, I'll tell you right now, it's awesome. This is amazing beer. I mean, not too much sweetness. I mean, like I said, maybe a little sorghum in there, but just a nice, smooth lager here. And like I said, when I took that first taste out of this can, I said, if you've ever had Newcastle Brown Ale, I mean, that was like the first taste of it right there. Boom, Newcastle. Was the biggest thing that people might be able to correlate with this Yuengling. And like I said, 14 years old, this stuff is, whew. You get a chance to age your beer by all means. Leave some out, drink it right away. At first, you just drink it. And then after, you get yourself a 12-pack. You get your 12-pack, you drink 6 of them, put 6 away in the fridge, back in your, your beer cave, wherever you put it, or cellar it, whatever. And then maybe 6 months later, grab one out. 6 months after that, grab another one out. And then, like myself, you might find yourself with a 14-year-old can of beer that you have just opened up on election day. And just let the people know, 14 years, baby, Yuengling. You can do it, and you should do it. But that's pretty much all I've got for today. I'm not going to get any more election stuff. Go Trump. Make America great. Some more. My views, my thoughts. And we're not going to get into that because this show is about beer and the different beers that I will drink. This is only episode 5, so I'm just getting started. I took a little bit of a hiatus. Kind of had to. This Rona. It just makes everything horrible. It just tears everything up. Everything is just in a state of disarray because of the Rona. And you know what? The Rona's gone away. It's gone away. We'll have it all under control. But I think these doctors, they're idiots. They really have blown everything out of proportion. But we are getting the Rona under control. It will be under control. It'll go away eventually. So everybody just stay strong. Stay strong. I mean, everyone. That's what I can say. I mean, everyone matters. Everyone needs to stay strong. Malty, it's just like a freaking campfire. Sitting by a campfire in a glass right here. This is. That is good stuff, and I really honestly almost do not want to finish it because it's so good. But like I said, this is episode 5 of What's on Tap. I'm Derek Egler, the host with the most, and I brought you a Triple OG today with the Yuengling traditional lager from 2006. Before Yuengling supplied other states. other than Pennsylvania and whatever else. We couldn't get in Ohio, so that was the big thing. But good beer. It is now top on the list of the 6 beers we have on there. Let's see here. We have the Sierra Nevada was the first one. We went with the Boston Lager, my home brew, old style Narragansett, and now the Yuengling. So there's the 6 of them. This one is tops of the list as of right now. Now the next offering I bring to y'all, or the one after that, it's very possible that it's just going to upset this one. Because we're going to bring more offerings. Like I said, this is only episode 5. I'm going to keep going, people. I've pretty much been on a lockdown since I started this thing. Like I said, I went on a 4-month hiatus. Locations changed. I'm in an underground location now. But, it's just, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to change the location, you just change the location, and I'll bring it back to you. But I brought it back to you after a 4-month hiatus. I guarantee you I will not go on another 4-month hiatus. Promise you that. It is Election Tuesday, 2020 for everybody. Get out there, vote. I'm not going to say vote or die, because if you don't vote, you're not going to die. The boogeyman's not going to come get you. Nothing like that's going to happen. Get out there and vote. I won't get any more political. You know where I stand. You know how I feel. Just get out there and vote. Make your voices heard. Like I'm trying to do with mine, and get my voice heard and present you people and all you great Americans and everyone else out there may or may not be watching or eventually will watch. I just want to bring you guys, something that's not out there, something that is different, and I'm hoping I'm doing a good job. But I'm going to get out of here. I've already voted, so I don't need to do that. But you know what? Get out and vote. I'm Derek Egler. This is What's on Tap. This was episode number 5. Brought you the Yuengling. It is now tops on the list. If you ever get a chance to age the Yuengling, by all means, do it. And, go vote. Trump 2020, baby. Trump all the way.